Hey there, chart friends. Lamont here from JKS, checking in on the solar sector, that wind name, and a clean energy ETF. I don't even know if that gentleman is around anymore that I'm doing the clean energy for. Anyway, so I'm starting off here with the monthly chart because it's a really good perspective, in my opinion, right? We've had this big tear, and there's not been a monthly higher low since 2114, and we are currently finding some resistance now. We had this big upper wick here near the highs of this prior consolidation structure. Okay, so I'm not really thinking it would be wild to come down and test these ranges, the range lows and whatnot. Okay, so just be mindful that we are looking out for that, the potential for some monthly consolidation. And if we lose this low here, gosh, it's a bit hard to see. If we lose this low here of 103, then monthly consolidation will be underway, and we'll be looking for a higher low with anything over 2114 being one. The weekly time frame is just sideways right now. No big glaring red flags yet for the bulls, but remember, it's very frothy. Okay, the name is very frothy, so we'll just be mindful of that. Keep it at the back of our heads, right? Minds, whatever. So on the daily chart, bulls continue to play defense here off of this prior consolidation structure as highs. All right. So trying to hold a double bottom right now. I guess you could call it a triple bottom. And we just want to be mindful right now of the hourly trend. So let's check the hourly trend. Let's see what it looks like. And the trend is technically bullish, right? Because you have this low, you have this lower high, you have a higher low by just a few pennies, I think. Just a dime, and then broke to higher highs by just a bit. Let's see, by just like 30 cents or 33 cents. Okay, so technically you do have an hourly uptrend, but it's not very convincing yet. Bulls will want to see some more follow through in order to be confident that that daily low has been set there above those prior consolidation highs. And that being said, if the bulls are able to get a little bit more push up here and test this 113.70 level and then pull back to look for a higher low over 106.91, then we'll have the potential of an inverse head and shoulders look to it. Right? Something like that, potentially. Right? And as we are range bound on the daily time frame, all I care about is this range. As long as we are range bound, all I care about is the range between this 106 level and the 125 level. All right, I would not be surprised if we just continue to chop around and go sideways, fending off any longer term consolidation. I don't know. I have no idea, but I wouldn't be surprised. That's all. All right, so let's see. Why do I have all these trend lines here? All right, so let's stick with this one for now because it's continuing to hold. Okay. And that's pretty much it. We're just watching this range here, and we are watching the range up here, looking for top fishing plays and bottom fishing plays. All right. And so if the bulls can show up tomorrow, defend this low of 106.91, break to higher highs over whichever high gets set. The current high right now is 110.67. They'll change that hourly trend and have bears scouting for that daily lower high under 125.98. Okay, JKS, we're just watching this healthy monthly consolidation, pretty much just sideways. Nice volume distribution here. Weekly time frame is just straight up sideways as well. Don't really care about the price action trend so much because again, we're just chopping about sideways. On the daily chart, it's very similar. I don't really care so much about the price action trend change, but that being said, the bulls are currently trying to set a daily higher low at 60.62. And we'll just check the hourly trend to see how they're doing with that. And they have yet to confirm an hourly uptrend. And so in order to have bulls confident that that daily low has been set here at 60.62, they'll have to defend this low of 60.62 and break to higher highs over 64.11, and then have bears scouting for a daily lower high under 76.53. But again, because we are in this consolidation structure, really all I care about for the most part are these bars. I care about this resistance level up here between 72 and 80, and these supports down here at 53, knowing that because we're in this consolidation structure, that a bear break with minimal follow through will keep the potential of this flag alive. Okay, so we got a median line bounce today. It didn't quite get as deep as I was looking for, and I was just saying that I wouldn't be surprised if we, were to come back here, bounce lower high, see lower lows, but not really see much follow through. And so there are still plays to be had down here if we come down here. But of course, we saw some bounce today, so has not set up yet. So just watching that hourly trend and looking up at this daily. If they're able to change the hourly trend to set this daily higher low here, then we'll just be looking up at the resistance of 76.53. Okay. All right, so run just kind of hanging out, going sideways. Bulls playing defense over this 67.95 level, but no offense as of yet. So they need to change this hourly trend. We're coming down and test this channel bottom over here, and let's see how far. So what, 2? It's pretty. I would consider that 3. So confirmed trendline support down here, maybe possibly coming into play. I don't really love longs here. If not, I don't really love it. Let's see. I don't love it. I don't love it. Like there's the potential of this channel to break down here. So if not in a position, I would just wait and see if the bulls can break this bullish. If the bulls can break bullish here by holding these lows of this low of 68.20 and breaking the higher highs over 71.75, then they'll change that hourly trend and have bears scouting for that daily lower high, anything under 89.51 being one. All right, so we're just being mindful here of the potential of the breakdown of this channel. If we break out of this channel, then that opens up the potential of a short off of these levels here, because bulls have played defense for so long here that if they lose this level and they lose the channel, when we come back and back test this 67 to 68 level, I think that would be a good place for a potential short. Okay. But as long as they're still in this channel, all good. Well, I mean, not all good, but not bad. Let's call it that. And right now we are looking for a weekly, I should say, higher low with anything over 56.06 being one. No sign of the bulls changing that daily trend yet to set a higher low. So just keeping our eyes on that level, 56.06 for a weekly higher low. FSLR threatening to lose this channel structure here, wick down into this level again. We made this play back here, and no, it was this one, anticipating the potential of a rejection here, and I just, it's, you don't expect it to take just one day to get back down into these prior levels, but lo and behold, a couple of days and we came right back down to where our fills were. And of course the levels, not of course, but the levels came back into play again with bulls playing defense yet again off of these prior highs. And of course these lows here. So as long as we're range bound for FSLR, again, that's all I care about. If you play this again, hopefully you took some profits off of your position so that you could put your stop under the low for the rest of what you had and potentially look to take some more off up here. You can just keep flipping between these ranges as long as the price is respecting this range. Okay. So checking out the hourly time frame, this is enough bounce that the bulls would anticipate setting an hourly higher low. And if bulls can defend this low of 95.29, break the higher highs over 99.37, they'll change that hourly trend, and we will be looking to test the upper end of this range again near the 106 level. Okay, so NEE. I think NEE is looking for, yes, NEE is looking for a weekly higher low. Anything over, I'm going to use this low here, 71.94 will be a weekly higher low. On the daily time frame, big pullback, then a couple of inside bars. Try for a bull break today and did not close terribly strong, so not a lot of follow through here. Potential to set this daily lower high here already under 87.69, and in order for us to have any confidence in that, we'll just check out the hourly trend. The hourly trend is not bearish, but we're looking at the potential of an EQ. So if the bears can show up tomorrow and defend this high of 83.14 and then break this low of 80.22, they'll confirm that hourly downtrend, set this daily lower high here, and have bulls continue to scout a weekly higher low over this 71.94 level. So it's all about this hourly EQ right now. On the other hand, if the bulls can show up tomorrow, defend this 80.22 level and break the higher highs over 83.14, they'll continue to see some more daily bounce follow through, and we will look for a daily lower high under 87.69. this lower high. Well, this high, we'll look for a lower high under it. Okay, so if looking for that daily lower high, I like hourly overbought conditions, and hopefully you've chopped this up. If you took this trade, hopefully you've chopped it up and protected against any downside by taking partials. So looking for a daily lower high somewhere around here. Ideally, we get hourly overbought conditions, which would come down to meet it a bit. Yeah, otherwise that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah. And in order for bulls to be confident that this weekly higher low has been set here at 79.61, we need to see a little bit more daily bounce follow through, then pull back to set a daily higher low over 79.61, and then break to higher highs to have any confidence in that weekly higher low being set. Okay, ICLN, just hanging out in our zone of interest right now, and we were being mindful of the potential of this hourly downtrend line to offer some support. Did it come into play today? No. So yes, I think originally it was drawn, no, it was always drawn as such, and you can see how it came into play here and then again here. Okay, this is not anchored here. It was actually anchored to these two locations, and it offered 2 trades already. So this is what I'm talking about, right? When you're looking at a situation where you're potentially in a consolidation structure, this may be a flag on the weekly time frame, right? This may be a flag, and so bear breaks with minimal follow through are more likely. Okay, so right now, right now we are looking for a weekly higher low. Anything over 1925 will be one. Daily time frame, and the trend is bearish. The trend is very clearly bearish on the daily time frame. The bulls need to show up soon in order to see some more daily bounce follow through and set a daily to have bears looking for that daily lower high under 33.57. So let's check this hourly trend. The hourly trend is not bullish yet, but this is a lot of space for the bulls to attempt a higher low. So ideally the bulls will show up tomorrow, defend 29.38, break to higher highs over 30.50 double top resistance, and see some daily bounce follow through to have bears getting that lower high under 33.57. So tomorrow for ICLN, looking for a hourly higher low in 5-minute oversold conditions, I think is a reasonable play. All right. Okie dokie. I think that about covers it. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all soon.